I'm just so happy you're here, my Caliente babes. Welcome back. What's up? What's good? What y'all up to? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how y'all summer going. But for today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing the new ColourPop Aren't You Glad palette, and that's their monochromatic all orange palette, along with a few other products that came with the release. So yeah, I'm gonna do one off of camera, and then I'm gonna show you how I got this look. And I also got a little sneak peek of some, some special lashes. But yeah, we'll get to that, so just, stay tuned. So I'm gonna be reviewing the ColourPop Aren't You Glad palette. They've been killing it with these releases this year. They've been coming out with these 9-pan monochromatic palettes. So they got a yellow one, a yellow one, a green one. They just came out with this orange one last week, came out with this red one this week. They got so many, and I just had to pick it up so I can, let y'all know my thoughts and everything about it. This is actually my first 9-pan monochromatic, color scheme from them. Usually I try to stick to having more options, but sometimes you just want one specific color scheme, and then you have to pick and choose from different palettes. So this kind of helps solve your problem if you want to go for one cohesive color scheme, look and just stay in that family and don't venture out. Here goes the 9-pan palette right here, and 9-pan palette right here. And I'm just gonna give you a couple of swatches. First color I'm gonna swatch is Zested. Is a matte color. It's like a very tan color with the orange undertone, great for transitioning. Personally, I wouldn't use this for a transition. It's a little bit light for my skin tone, but if you have a lighter complexion, this would be the perfect transition shade for you. Right next to it, we have the color Squeeze Me. It's a metallic tangerine color. Super pretty. Right next to Squeeze Me is Creamsicle, and Creamsicle is a light orange color, matte. And if you're my skin tone, you can get away with using this as a transition shade, or you can use this all over the lid, but pretty little tangerine color. Next row, Rise and Grind. I'm feeling these names though. Rise and Grind is just straight orange. This is the orange shade in the palette, just straight orange. So if you're looking for that true orange pigment, true orange tone, then Rise and Grind is the color for you. So there you go. Right there at the very top, you have Clementine, and that's the pressed glitter in the palette. Super pretty. Right next to Clementine, you have the color Sunkissed, and I would describe this color if the sunset is setting, that little orangey little glow the sky be having, that's Sunkissed for you. There you go, Sunkissed. And now to get to the final row, next shade is gonna be called Tangerine Dreams, and this will look gorgeous all over the lid. This color is popping, it's cute. It's cute. Next color is Mimosa Mommy. Let's say if you mix orange and red together, you would come up with this color. Super dope, super rich, pigmented in color. There you go, Mimosa Mommy. And then the last color in this palette is You Feel Me, and this is the deepest shade in the palette. So there you go, You Feel Me. So y'all about to see how I got this eye look over here. And yeah, you feel me? My eyelids are already primed and everything ready to go for my eyeshadow. I primed it with Tarte Shape Tape. Keep a lookout for my future video on how I do my brows and how I prime my eyelids. So to get started with this look, I'm gonna go ahead and take the darkest shade, that dark matte orange shade in the palette called You Feel Me. And here it is right here. You Feel Me in that bottom corner right there. And I'm just gonna take this Motor Pro brush, BMX 430 crease brush right here. And I'm just gonna pat this color into the crease of my eyelid. And I'm just doing stamping motions because I really want the color to actually stay and sit where I want it at. So I'm dipping inside my palette and I'm just literally stamping that color exactly where I want it. All right, and to blend that color out, I'm gonna take this color over here. It's called Rise and Grind. And this is what I'm gonna use to blend You Feel Me out. And this time I'm gonna start doing circular motions just so that there aren't any harsh lines from You Feel Me, and everything just blends like butter. All right, so after I have majority of everything blended out to my liking, I'm gonna go ahead and take my P. Louise base in shade number 01. P. Louise shade in 01, and I'm gonna cut my crease just a little bit because this color Clementine, it looks so good. So I gotta try it out. You feel me? Aren't you glad I'm doing this look today? Hey. And I have super hooded eyes, so usually when I cut my crease I go a little bit higher than, you know, my actual crease, because if I don't, it's gonna be pointless and you won't even see any of the detail work. So I cut my crease a little bit higher because I want to see, you know, all my work I'm putting in. I'm not blending just because, like, I want y'all hoes to see like what's going on. Like I want, you know. So, you know, if you got hooded lids, a little trick you could try is just cutting your crease a little bit higher. All right, so after I have my crease cut to my liking, then I'm gonna go ahead and take my glue. And like I said, this is a pressed pigment Clementine, that pressed pigment in this palette. So you wanna make sure that you do use your glitter glue or some type of adhesive to your eyelid so that you don't have glitter all over your face. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, apply some glue to my eyelid so that Clementine stays in place and I don't have glitter all over my face, because you know that's not the wave. All right, so my glue is there. I'm gonna go ahead and get that same brush, my Luxie 245 small shader brush, and I'm just gonna pack that color Clementine on the brush and then just pack it right on my lid. All right, so now that I have that pressed pigment there, I'm gonna go back into You Feel Me, and I'm just press it where that pigment ends and that matte shadow meets, or where that matte shadow begins. Then I'm gonna go back into Rise and Grind, and just so that everything transitions as well, I'm gonna put Rise and Grind right in between You Feel Me and Clementine. This is pretty AF for real. So after that, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Kat Von D cake pencil and in the color brown, and I'm gonna just line my waterline. All right, so now that my waterline is lined, I'm just gonna take a Morphe 410 brush and I'm gonna go into You Feel Me, and I'm gonna brush that right under that liner that I just put in my waterline. And I'm just gonna pretty much just stamp this color. You don't wanna, since you're so close to your eye, you don't wanna do back and forth motions because you don't wanna get eyeshadow in your eye. And then I'm gonna take this pencil brush from Morphe, the M506 brush, and I'm gonna go back into Rise and Grind. And I'm just gonna blend out You Feel Me. You feel me? So after I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and take from ColourPop Flexitarian, and this is the perfect inner corner highlight if you ask me. I'm gonna go ahead and take Flexitarian, and I'm gonna just pop that in my inner corner, and it's just gonna like brighten me up a little bit, wake me up a little bit, you know. And the look isn't the look without some bomb ass lashes. And I'm so honored, so excited to be using my babe's lashes. My friend who lives in Dallas, Ryan Sims Beauty. I'm gonna have all his info down below so y'all can, follow him. He's a bomb ass makeup artist in Dallas. He does some amazing ass work, and he has a lash line coming out pretty soon, so stay tuned. I just got lucky enough to get a couple of pairs before the launch. And Ryan, if you're watching, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And these lashes are so bomb. The packaging, everything. The packaging is in this diamond shape, so pretty. Has his name on it, Ryan Sims Beauty. I love the shape. You open it up, pretty. And these lashes are very wispy, very, semi-dramatic, and I've been loving them. So y'all be on the lookout for Ryan Sims Beauty and his lash line coming really soon. You never know, you might see me and him collab one day. But nah, he's really cool, really lit, good energy, good vibes, and congratulations Ryan on everything. So your boy is back. With the finished eye look. Like I said, I just used three shades out this palette. You feel me? Clementine and Rising Grind. Now I got one of their stick blush colors, and this is in the shade Under Pressure. Just remember, if you're under pressure, you can't fold. You just gotta figure it out. Same thing with makeup. Like if something don't go your way, you can't be out here under pressure folding. Like, you gotta figure it out. But this is a very like apricot. I would describe this color as a very apricot color. Here it is right here on my hand, right there. And I'm just gonna actually smile and just dab a little bit on my cheek right there. Not too much. I'm not really the biggest blush fan, so I don't go overboard with the blush. So just a little bit, and I'm just go ahead and blend that in. Real cute. I'm gonna go ahead and take my gloss off that I have right now. And I'm gonna try their So Juicy Plumping Lip Gloss in shade Va Va Voom. This gloss smells super minty. That may be the plumping effect that's supposed to be going on. So this gloss is really reflective, really shiny, really glossy as a gloss should be. But honestly, I don't really see any of the pigment, the color. I was hoping I would have a little bit more of the orange. And it's not sticky, but it's not as smooth as I like my glosses. It's a little bit tacky, and just a personal preference. I don't like glosses that have any tackiness, any stickiness to them at all. I like my gloss to be super smooth, like it's not even there. But this gloss, I can definitely feel that it's there. But it's cute though. Some ColourPop palettes come with the mirror, some don't. And I think it's just a huge inconvenience if palettes don't have a mirror with them. So I'm so glad that this palette does come with the mirror, and they've been transitioning to having more palettes come with mirrors, because sometimes you go on vacation, sometimes all you have is your palette, like you don't have an extra mirror or anything like that. So it comes in handy. So I'm glad this palette has a mirror. As far as the color scheme, of course it's supposed to be orange. Aren't you glad? And every color definitely fit the color scheme very well. My only con would be, I would say, Zested and Creamsicle it's really not gonna work for my skin tone. So if you're a lighter skin tone, great, it's gonna, you know, more than likely work for you. But if you're my skin tone or darker, then the colors Zested and Creamsicle are not really gonna work for you. So those are gonna be two shades automatically that you will not get any use out of. Besides those two shades, my last con with this palette would be with Rise and Grind. It's a pretty bomb color, it's a pretty color, but when I actually, you know, used it on my eye and blended it out, it didn't have the pigmentation that I was looking for. And as you know, finger swatches are one thing, but we all care about how it looks on the eye. It can look bomb as hell on the back of my hand, but if it don't look good on my eye, then, you know, what's the point? But nah, so besides those three shades, the metallics were super lit, super pigmented. Creamsicle, that pressed glitter, dual chrome is super pretty. And if you're looking for a good palette to get a complete orange look with, I would definitely recommend this palette. You know, just keep in mind, if you're my skin tone or a little bit darker, that you may not be able to use all the shades in the palette, but for $12, like, you can't beat it. So if you're not using all the shades, it's not that big of a deal to me because it's so inexpensive. And yeah, if you're interested in trying ColourPop or getting a good orange palette, I would definitely recommend Aren't You Glad? It's a very good, you know, monochromatic palette. Everything, you know, flows well together. You can definitely get many different orange looks out of it. It's your boy Dwayne Caliente, and I just want to thank all of my Caliente babes for coming back. If this is your first time watching my channel, then hey, what's up, what's good? I hope to see you back. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment. And you know, if anybody has this palette, you know, I want to see what kind of looks y'all come up with too. You know, just be interactive with your boy. Let me know how you feel about this palette. Would you spend $12 on this palette? I mean, I would. I think it's worth the money, but would you though? But yeah, it's your boy Dwayne Caliente, and I'm so glad y'all tuned in. And until next time, I'm out.